In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can add vectors to your images, and then using tools like invert and the blending options, how you can maybe blend some of those shapes into your image. So the easiest way to apply vectors to this is to look at what's called the Marquee Tool. So here, the Marquee Tool has four settings, but the main two that you'll use is the rectangle and the elliptical. So if you click on this, then just on your mouse, say for instance I hold the shift key, you can draw a square. Yeah. So what the Marquee Tool does is it's a selection tool. So you can select an area like so, and then whatever you do, whether you edit or whatever effect you apply to the image will only appear in that square that you've selected. So say for instance, if you want to invert the image, so to create a negative, so that would be on your keyboard Command and I, or on a PC would be Control. So if you go Command and I on that image, you will see that it'll only invert that section within the square that you've drawn. So that's one way of using the to use vectors within the work. If you hold it down, you'll see that there's also an elliptical tool. So if you wanted to have a circle, for example, so you could draw a circle on the image. So again, you can edit it like so, or you can copy and paste that. So say for instance you draw that, I want to copy whatever in that circle and paste it. So just on your keyboard shortcuts, you could click Command and C to copy, and then Command and V to paste, and you can see then it's created that. You could then rotate that if you wanted to, so if you rotate that round, you can edit that section. So that's one way that you can use the Marquee Tool. If it is that you don't want a circle or a square or a rectangle and you want to draw a specific shape, the Lasso Tool again is quite a good tool. So you can draw around a section or an object within the image, and you can paste that. So say for instance here I could draw around this section here. Obviously spend a bit more time on it than I'm doing here. So just click. So once you've drawn around that, again, you can apply an effect to that area, or you can copy and paste that. So you can copy and paste it. So you can have several of these. You can then use your blending options if you want to and blend them in. You can scale that up if you want to. So that's how you can use the Lasso Tool. And the final tool I want to show you is actually the Shape Tool. So here, it will draw what is classed as a vector. So in this instance, you could go to the Polygonal Tool. And what's quite interesting about this is if you see at the top, you can type in how many sides you would like. So if you want a triangle, you'd type in 3. So then if I click on here, you can then draw a triangle. So let's draw that triangle there. Now when you look at your layers tool, you'll see here that we've actually got a shape tool. Now with this shape layer, what we have to do is we have to rasterize it to turn it into an image, because it is really quite limiting what you can do with that layer, it being shape layer. You can change it into a mask as well, so if anyone's used mask before, you can change this into a mask if you wish. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to layer at the top, and I'm going to rasterize that shape layer. So rasterize, and then what happens is that layer then turns into an image. So I can go to my Magic Wand tool, click on this area here. Now I don't need this area, I don't need this layer anymore. So I'm just gonna hide it. I'm not deleting it, I'm just hiding it. and then I can click on this area, and again on this layer, sorry, and then you can apply that shape. Again, you can copy and paste that shape if you wish. So you see here I've got, you know, you can duplicate it. So you can draw any custom shape as well using the shape tool. So that's how you can apply vectors to your image, and also, you know, by applying the vectors you can then copy and paste different layers, blend them into one another as well.